Hello everyone out there. Welcome to my studio. I'm in Langsburg, Michigan today, and it's time for a lunch break with Rhonda. So I am going to, real quick, I'm going to wait for everybody to pop on. I know it takes a little minute, and Facebook did some even more changes recently that make it even more trickier sometimes for it to pop up in your news feed. So when you are here, I would love to hang out with you for our lunch. Um, what did you guys have for lunch today? I actually did bring lunch in, and it was leftovers that I made yesterday or the day before. So, hello. My lunch today was cabbage with bacon and onions. I have a program that I have here in Langsburg. So if you're anywhere in the area, it's incredible. It's like a farm to table. And I've been doing it for about 6 or 7 years. And a farmer in the area, he's also a friend. His name is Rod McAvoy. He does, where every week he drops off fresh vegetables and fruit to my door. Like he brings it to the door, and it is like the best deal in the world. And so every week I have fresh vegetables, and I don't have a garden, and I love fresh vegetables. I could just eat that and be happy. So anyway, whenever he brings me a cabbage, I have to make cabbage and bacon. Like I grew up with it. My mom would make it. So anyway, I fry up the bacon and the onions, and then I put all the huge amounts of cabbage in there, and it cooks all down, and it's super good. So that's what I brought for lunch today. I wonder what you guys had for lunch today. Um, I made it for my family for dinner on Monday night. We always do family dinner night on Monday night. You know, usually Mondays are your dreaded day, but I love Mondays now. And anyway, so I had and it makes a lot. Like usually I take it to like big potlucks or something because it makes so much. A whole head of cabbage, if you cut it up, it just explodes. So anyway, all right, today is my September card class. So you're going to get 4 cards today. Actually, one of them is a box. So you're going to get 4 projects, I should say. But this is my card class, and one of them is kind of a card. I mean, well, anyway, you'll see it when I make it. This one is unique. It's special. All of you can watch, and all of you can follow along. But this is the one time where I will send you I'll send you all of the card kits in the mail. And how I package my card kits, just so you know, and only for card class, is I package each one in the envelope. I'll put the paper in there. We provide the designer series paper. We provide the ribbon. Everything is cut and die cut. Like we do a lot of work on these because there's less of you. Like some of my other classes will have hundreds, and this one, there's a smaller amount. And I would love that to be hundreds, but so how you get my card class is by placing your online order. So when you place an online order with me, and it has to be at least $50, and I will send you this kit. I pay for the shipping, I pay for all the supplies, everything. It's like an incredible deal. But that's how I've always ran my classes, in person. And so when I'm taking it online for you, I don't want to change that. So anyway, if you place your order, I send you your free cards, and then you just get to sit down, pull everything out, and just put it together. It's really fun. Now you will provide your own stamps and ink, and obviously like your own adhesive and your basic tools, but we do all like the die cutting and everything for you, and provide everything, except for we don't provide the embellishments. But what I do is if your order goes over $75, I will include one of the embellishments for free. And today, I really love the one that I'm including for free. All right, so welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. Let me know. And have you ever seen one of my card classes? So I've been doing them for probably 24 years. It was one of the first things I've ever started in my business, and I've always done them since then. And I always did them here in my studio, and you would come, we make 4 different cards, and then you place your order and you get your cards for free. So it is really fun. So for this, because I have so many of my customers are online and you follow me online, you can still participate. I will still ship you all of the cards. You'll just make them at home. Okay, and yes, I am wearing, some of you have noticed, our brand new Be Creative sweatshirt. It is a gorgeous misty moonlight color. So I love the color for the upcoming, kind of fall, winter season. And it's so comfy. I could not wait to wear it. They just came in, like a week or so ago. They actually came in the day our convention started. So we didn't even have them for sale until the second day. They were delayed. But so anyway, these just became available on the Etsy store like a few days ago. I know that they have sold pretty well, and we sold a lot of them at the in-person convention. It was freezing in that room. So anyway, there are definitely some sizes left. And then there's also a new t-shirt that has the logo Live, Love, Craft. I'll wear that one next time. But this is one of those comfort. It was really chilly when I woke up this morning. So um, the link for the Etsy store, and again, I don't run the Etsy store. My son Ryan, that is his gig. It has been for 10 years. He's 9 to 10 years. He's been running all of the merchandising because I just wouldn't do it. It's a lot of work and it's a very tedious work. I'd rather be cutting cards and making cards than selling clothes. So, but he will. He does it, and he loves to do it, and he manages all the inventory and does all of it. I don't do anything except help him pick out the colors. That's all I do. So, anyway, the Etsy store link is in this description too. All right, you guys ready to get started? I'm excited. I got 4 cards, and I don't have a lot of time because I am cutting and packing an incredible amount of projects and shipping them out today and tomorrow. So we are really crazy, really crazy. Okay, here in the studio, which that's really nothing new, but I feel like it's even a higher level of crazy right now. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. Jennifer, my awesome, incredible friend, posted the link as well. All right, so our first project, for card class, I use a variety of projects. I want to just show you some I have used in the past. I want to show you some different ideas with them. So there's some new things I'm showing you today. And our first card is going to be using the Gathering Moments bundle. I've been using this one a lot lately. I have a ton of samples with it. And I'm doing an optional class with this in my creative convention online this weekend too. And so this is kind of a sneak peek to one of those cards because I loved them incredibly so. All right, so let's jump in. This is a really beautiful card. It was inspired by my friend Anna Van Lucy. I just love how she creates. So simple and beautiful and perfect for cards. So this is a thick piece of basic white, 5.5 by 8.5. Card class is all about beautiful, simple, duplicatable cards. So, you know, if you want to come watch me make fun folds, I do that a lot too. But the card class is we're making 4 cards in one day. So they're a little bit simpler and easy to follow along with. Okay, I'm taking a piece of Designer Series paper. This is a new pack of paper. And let me tell you what it's called. By the way, I'm trying to watch your comments too. I don't always do that, but I have my computer hooked up. So I would love, chat away with me if you would like to. It's the Gathering Together. This is a specialty pack of paper. So it's a little bit more expensive, but it has like all the beautiful gold foils built into it. And yep, probably one of the most gorgeous packs of fall paper that we have ever had. See all the beautiful. And then the back side is just a really nice, I love this plaid piece right here. I've done so much with this pack of paper. I just can't remember where or when. I did it for our last month's meeting. I've done it for, I believe, videos on here. And yeah. And I know Erica is doing her fluffy squirrel class. And so how Erica picks her classes, by the way, she's always like, Mom, are you going to do a class on blah, da, 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 da? And I'm like, nope. So she'll choose that one. So that way, you guys can get a different vision because she's right here in the studio with me too. All right, so also a couple things. This card class, again, if you place your $50 order or more, you can place $100 if you'd like to. It'd be great. You could use your Stampin' Rewards. You'll build your Stampin' Rewards, so you get 10% of whatever you spend. You get in free dollars to save in your little Stampin' Up! Bank account, is what I like to call it. And then after that, if your order is, again, over 50, I send you the card kit. If it's over 75, I'm going to send you these brand new Cajun. Here they are. They are so pretty. The Cajun Craze and Gold Dots. And Cajun Craze is like my least favorite color, except when the fall rolls around. And now we have these gorgeous dots that it no longer is my least favorite color. It's like one of my favorite colors. Hello, Nancy from Indiana. All right. So what I did was I took I did a lot of this ahead of time just so you wouldn't have to watch me just do the tedious part of it. But the Gathering Moments has these two big, huge leaves. And then I ran through some of these smaller ones on just plain white because I'm going to stamp a couple of them too. So there's leaves down here and acorns and a little mushroom. And then there's two huge ones. So very unique dies, different than anyone else that we've ever had before. And then you can put these dots. Can you see the dots in the dies? And you can do like the sewing where you sew through the threads. Really, really, really cool. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do, roll up my sleeves here because we're gonna take this leaf and we are going to just get rough with it. We are going to just rough this up. Be careful to not tear it. If you tear it, you run through another one. And if you tear a little bit, it's okay. So now I did is just make it look more like a real fall leaf. You could even like sponge it, but this one I think is okay. So we just made it look like a fall leaf. Again, Cajun Craze, this is the time of year when I will use it more than ever. I'm going to then take adhesive and just kind of put here in the middle. Because that's okay if the edges kind of roll up a little bit. That's all right. Because again, it makes it look a little bit like a real leaf, right? Okay. So next I have these two smaller leaves, and I'm going to take the coordinating stamps. And this has a built-in watercolor look. So you don't even have to be talented at all, which is good. That's how come I've ever started stamping, is because I didn't have to be talented. I'm taking the Cajun Craze, and let's do that with the bigger leaf. I am going to try to line this up, so it means I'm going to pull it a little bit closer to me so I can line it up a little bit better. Oops, that didn't go over very well, but it's all right. I'll cover that up. I knew when I stamped it, I didn't do so good. Normally, I would stamp it first and then run it through typically because these are not photopolymer, which I like the photopolymer. But this one I need to get a little bit better. This is why I'm excited that Stampin' Up! Is moving all their stamps to photopolymer. Okay, there, see that one? Oh, shoot, it's not supposed to, okay. Scratch that. It's supposed to be Old Olive because look, that does not coordinate. This is a lesson. Let's go over the lesson. This is the lesson why we always use coordinating colors, because look, this does not match. So we are going to just run it through again. Luckily I've got scrap paper, and I do have my mini machine over here. Well, no, I don't. I forgot. I moved it. It's still at my convention. Hey, Erica, can you run these for me real quick? I screwed them both up. All right, so while Erica, she's my little die cut fairy. The other day I was her flower fairy. So, well, a month ago. It seems like it was just yesterday. So she's going to be my little die cut fairy. She's out there cutting away. And I'm going to take that Thankful for You and stamp that here in the middle. Phew, I finally stamped something correctly. Thank you. Oh, you're my leaf fairy.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully I don't screw these up. One screw up is all I get, right? So that's the beauty of paper crafting. So put them back in where they belong, and let's try again. And this time we're going to try with Old Olive, which is the actual real color that I'm supposed to be using. Let's see, where is my cleaner? Probably where it belongs, because Erica was in here last, and she usually takes care of stuff. I not so much. Yeah. All right. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's do this. Okay, we gotta use it. We gotta change it to Old Olive instead of Garden Green. So let's do that again. And I stamped it so good. I really did. Okay. Now, there we go. That's the right color. Now it matches. And I did stamp that one pretty good too. And then the big one, since I was trying again, oh, did you just see what I did? Just threw that in the green. I'm not doing so hot today. Oh,
What do you need now?
A cleaner. I keep sticking my stamps in the wrong color.
Should be one just in there.
I couldn't find it. Who knows? We keep saying we're going to clean off this desk, but we haven't done it yet. Okay, so see what I did? Put that in the wrong color. This will go in the right color. There we go. Cajun Craze. It's not much better than the other one, but all right. Mistakes makes us human. You know it. That is for sure. All right. And again, normally, I probably should have stamped it first and then let Erica die cut it good for me, but it's okay. Sometimes, actually, what I do, if that does happen, I'll tell you what I do in real life, is I take my paper snips, which are all so sharp now. I had a scissor sharpener at the last event I did, and I will actually just kind of trim off the extra part of white that I really didn't want to be there because I didn't line up perfectly. And these actually line up perfect. So this was just me not doing the best job. See? And then when you really can't even tell. I can tell because I know, and you guys can tell because you know because I told you. Otherwise, you wouldn't even be able to know. So I'll just go in this side and just fussy cut off some of that white that really I didn't want to be there. There, see? Like I can barely even tell. I'll take off a little bit more of it here. So I'm just being honest with you. That's what I do. Or I could run it again, but I don't feel like running it again. Okay, so next I'm going to take my 2 leaves and I'm going to add those on with dimensionals. All right. Guys, I'm super excited. I don't do a lot of in-person events because I do so many online. But I am doing an in-person 1 full day retreat. So it's 12 hours. It's from 9 to 9. So it's 12 hours long. So you can come and work on your scrapbooking, your card making, your Christmas cards, whatever you want to here at my studio. So, and you could also use my supplies. So I'll have, a die cut machine, all my dies, all my stamps. Everything is going to be here for you to use, so you don't have to bring it with you. And then, of course, we'll have make and take projects. Anyway, I'm excited because I'm doing it with my 2 daughters, 2 of my daughters because there's still Michaela. But Maddie is going to be here, and most of you have met Maddie and know Maddie, and then Erica too. So I'm excited. So we only have like 16 spots, maybe 20 spots available, but we're also doing it to go too. All right, so back to the card. That was just a little break. I'm so excited. I am going to take my adhesive, put this back here, and then this is a brand new product. Love it. It's kind of part of the suite. It's Old Olive and Early Espresso, like Baker's Twine, the linen thread. So it is like it's the texture of our linen thread. So just go ahead and like lay that down. I always put a little bit of glue to kind of hold it in place as we're just going to do some looping. Just loop the loop. I saw Erica do it the other day and she did it like made it like a bird's nest. I thought that was cool. All right, so once I do that, just loop it around a few times. Then we're going to take some more dimensionals again. And now I put the dimensionals over top of this. This kind of holds that thread in place. This is a nice flat card too. So I'm going to take this off. Put it down here. So, and this will go on top of, I'm going to make this a flat just because the leaf itself already has enough dimension. I don't need a whole lot more to this card. And this is going to go on the front. So pretty. That white layer with a white layer. Can you see how pretty it is? And then last but not least, it's these gorgeous, gorgeous Cajun thread. Cajun and gold Okay, so I'm gonna take a big one and sprinkle that on up here. I'm just gonna put about 3 of them, a medium-sized one, and then a little baby one will go down here. So I just put them on the leaf there. Okay, there's card number 1, a gorgeous fall card that you can make so many. I actually loved it so much I copied it exactly. So this was one, and look how much better she did lining hers up. Nana made this one. I have so many samples. Here's a couple just really beautiful ones that I love. Again, making kind of like a bouquet. So pretty. And there's a new gathering leaves. And here is super simple. See how pretty that paper is? And then the dots to go with it. And then here's the last one that is that cute little mushroom. I love that. So beautiful cards. This is just, again, I think I've already probably made 20 or more different cards with that suite. So if you have not gotten that suite, I highly recommend it. I really do like it. Okay, and then again, these Cajun Craze and gold dots, I don't think we've ever carried Cajun Craze dots. So I love that we're carrying something very different that we've never carried before. If your order goes over $75, you'll get these for free. So these will go in your kit as well. All right, so that's it for fall. The rest of my projects are going to be kind of Christmassy. So the next one I want to do is using another one of my new favorite products, which is a pack of paper. And I'm going to put this here. So let me grab out what I'm going to need. I'm using this bundle, the Ornamental Christmas bundle. Oh, by the way, that arrow I got out of the Traditional Labels new dies. I'm using these a ton. All right. Yes, my daughter's last name is Wade. You can actually just scroll here through my newsfeed. I've shared her videos too. When she does a class, so you guys can, she does a very unique, her classes are just different than classes that I do. So, and of course, I'm excited to see her be successful and do well, and she does a great job. And she works here at the studio with me, so I help her too with all, less and less though. She works a lot more days than I do here. Okay, so I'm using the Christmas Tags and More paper. So here is, look, I've used up so much of these die cuts, but I love, it's just very Christmassy, very fun. There's a one whole sheet where you could make just dozens and dozens of tags. Really neat pack of paper. So that's just a little sampling of the paper. So I'm using this piece here that has the ornament. So let's take that piece. I'm gonna need my trimmer and we're gonna cut this piece down. What's also cool about this pack of paper, just so you know, is that it comes with 8 sheets of each of the pieces. Usually we only do 4. This one comes with 8, and the reason why it comes with 8, well, I don't know, it's just so you can mass produce a lot more. So I like that. But they're also double-sided, so there's 2 pieces to each side. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is cut this here. Now I wanna have this piece centered in the middle, and well, here we go. I want it centered. I want these ornaments centered. And so I want this to be 4 3/4. So I'm just gonna take a little bit off this side by 3 1/2. So then I'll go to 3 1/2 and cut the rest off that side. So I kind of centered it a little bit. And I'm gonna do the same thing with that bottom, and then I want this by 4 3/4. Okay. I am gonna save this piece here though. I'm gonna use this on the inside. So I'm gonna cut this down at 4 1/4, just to decorate the inside. And you could use either piece, but I'm gonna use this soft seafoam side. All right, so I just trimmed that piece down, and the reason why I chose that measurement is because I have a piece of garden green, which is a great Christmas green, that is 5 by 3 3/4, and this will lay perfect on here. By the way, this is just a sweet and simple, cute, awesome Christmas card. That's what I'm making here for you. Sweet, quick, super awesome. That's what we look for in cards when you're mass producing Christmas cards a lot of times. This is a piece of basic beige, which I'm using for just the base of the card. I think it's softer. It's a little bit of a softer background, and it kind of goes really well with, you can see this background almost looks like it's, I want to say dirty, but vintage. It's a vintage. So I think that vintage look goes really good here. All right, next I'm taking, and I'm gonna have to call my little, hey, die cut fairy. Oh, oh, she didn't hear me. Hey, die cut fairy.
Yeah.
Can you run? I'm going to run through. We're using the Ornamental Christmas bundle. And look, it's so cool because there's so many different pieces here that are not over here. One of them is this big, beautiful star. We're going to run that through with the gold. I thought I had my little mini machine, but I don't. Can you run that through for me? All right. So as our little die cut fairy is doing that, I did also run through this circle, and I did it with soft sea foam, and that one I'm going to use the stamp. This is the bundle Ornamental Christmas, and this suite, by the way, it has like blacks and golds, and it's gorgeous. But I wanted to show you how you could also use it. Thank you. Look, we have this beautiful star. Ran out of gold, so I'll put this back. Go. I usually keep a little mini machine in here and use that, but I didn't bring it in here. Hello, everybody. I've seen lots of new faces pop on today, too. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so I'm going to take, oh, I got this out for a reason. There's a Let's Be Jolly, and I have a real red, no, actually, nope, I have a garden green stamp pad. That's why I had that garden green. Let's take the Be Jolly. We're going to stamp that in the middle there on a piece of soft sea foam. That really kind of just matches the card well. Clean that off. I think this is a lot of times when I look at buying products, because I've been doing this for 25 years, so like all of you, I have a lot of product. So when I'm looking at and we have so much new product that comes out all the time that I don't feel like I don't have to buy every single thing. So, but when I do pick them, I pick them wisely, and ones that are a little bit different. Then, oh, the circle is from Spotlight on Nature. I thought it was pretty with the dots back there because this is going to be on an ornament. So it's a Spotlight on Nature, and there are all these circles. They're really cool. If you guys don't have this, and I don't even know what the stamp set is. I don't think I've ever used it. I love the dies. It has like these radiating lines, flowers, and then like the dots. And then it has it like in all the different sizes. So it's really, this is one set. So this is all in one set. This isn't like a double set. So there's just a lot of circles in it. Okay, again, an incredible, useful set of dies. So anyway, the reason why I love this one is because the stamp set the dies have a lot of extra dies in it to use. That has a couple different trees. It has this big, huge ornament, and so they're much bigger. This big, huge ornament that you can decorate, and then it also has a 3-inch circle, plain circle. So again, you can use these dies, and look how big that star is, to create ornaments, and you can use them in a lot of different ways as well. So beyond just what's here. So it's kind of fun when I always look for something that's a little bit different than what we already have. Okay, let's finish our card. I'm just going to glue this down to front. It's a very simple card. Again, when you're mass producing Christmas cards, sometimes there's certain ones you're going to spend a little bit more time on, but some of them you want to build so you can make 8 of these out of this one package because it has 8 of this paper on there. All right, I'm going to take my star and I'm going to put it here in kind of the middle of that ornament. And then I'm going to take my Be Jolly and put that here in the middle of that star. So we're really decorating up that ornament. Then we are going to, I actually want I just realized it looked a little funny to me, and it was because I want my star to be more like this. I might need to put a different dimensional. You just roll those off, they come right off. I love that. I do that a lot. So it's one of the easiest but then they stick too. Like they don't do that when they're down. Here we go. That looks more like what I was looking for a star. There you go. And then I think I need to change that too to make it more sticky. There. Now, and that gets centered kind of right there in the middle. Last but not least, one of the parts of this this suite is this gold and black baker's twine, and then they have a white and gold. This is all I have left of my white and gold. I have to order more. I don't have any here, even on order, so I'll put that on my next order that will go in, because that's all I have left of the white. So I'm going to add that to the top of my ornament there. And last but not least, I'm going to just sprinkle on some of our our brand new sequins. They're perfect colors for, obviously, for Christmas, and they're nice and flat. So this is a really nice, simple Christmas card. We're going to dress it up. Where's one more red one? Put that right there. There you go. Now, see how we just took that simple piece, and now this card does not look simple at all. It looks gorgeous. You got sparkle, gold, a big, huge ornament on there. Then I'm going to take this piece here and put down at the bottom, and then there you go. And then I would take a piece of white and put there on the inside. You can put your message on there. So there you go. Card number 2. I make sure I keep out the ones that, let's see here. There you go. Card 1 and card 2, because you know, or in case you miss one, you know I'm going to ask you what your favorite one is. So I'm sure that you are going to be already thinking that. Okay, the next card, I'm using the stamp set, the bundle Festive Friends. This is the first one that I made anything out of using out of the mini catalog was this one. You guys, those of you who know me knew I'm gonna absolutely love this one. So I'm stamping the snowman, and I stamped it already and ran it through. There are die cuts, and again, just like the last one, this one has a lot of extra die cuts. It has this really awesome tag. Look at this, it's a really awesome tag in there. And then it has Christmas trees and labels and all these snowflakes, more Christmas trees. And then it has the 3 cutesies. It has your little elf, your snowman, and your Santa. So again, it really complements anything. I've been using these trees on a lot of different things. All right, so I'm using the pool party 4 1/4 by 11, and I'm just folding it in towards the middle. Now you can measure these if you want to. Frankly, it doesn't matter to me at all. It'll be close enough. So then that way I know it's going to just butt right up there and towards the middle. And there you go. So this is where a card's going to open up this way. Festive Friends is a favorite. I know I had a lot of fun with it. All right, so this piece of paper is from, this is where I'm as excited to tell you guys, this is for our 1-day retreat here in the studio on October 25th. And again, you can get it to go as well. This is our featured product. We're going to be using the North Pole delivery. Here's so you can see all the different patterns of the paper. This is like one side, this is the other side. So, and then they have, so there's 10 different patterns of paper. This is what the pattern I'm using today. And then it also has tons and tons and tons of die cuts. So these are all die cuts. So like one of the, kind of like one side of the paper is more like this really fun Christmas town, mailboxes, delivery. So it's about jolly delivery. And so one whole sheet here is more about like the jolly delivery part, kind of like a Christmas town, let's say. But then the other side, the other kind of half to the paper are these cute animals. So there's all these animals. So if you don't, again, you kind of get both. It's not all animals and it's not all town. It's kind of a mixture of both. And it's all about sending cards and Christmas cards. And so anyway, I'm super excited about this bundle of products. And this is what we'll be using in our 1-day retreat. And if I'm not super crazy about one side of the paper, then there'll be another side that's really cute. And they'll also, a lot of these will line up with dies that we have too. So let me, so I cut from that piece of paper already. And I'm gonna glue that down. So I'm gluing down this piece here, which is hard because it's so cute. And there's not just dogs. There's dogs, cats, there's bears, there's skunks. I mean, there's like all kinds of animals in this one. So I want this piece though. It looks like snowfall with pool party. So this is the piece that I wanted for this card. And again, I'm using Festive Friends, so it has nothing to do with the Jolly Delivery. But I love the papers, you can use it. I now have a piece of white that is 5 inches long. And I'm going to tear, kind of like, I'm sure you guys know what I'm doing. I'm creating some snow, right? And then I'm going to glue this one piece down, and then this piece is going to go on top of it. So the one piece gets glued directly down. We got to have some snow for our snowman. Let's go snow about that high. And then this one, and I put the ruffled edge up for our snow too. This one I'm going to put down with dimensionals because it's going to, we're going to slide our little snowman inside of there. So I put dimensionals all around there. So since, okay, Michelle, you're picking Festive Friends as your favorite. So you haven't even seen this card finished yet. It's going to be your favorite one, right? All right, so then I'm going to put this right there. And hey, Erica, can you grab me a half sheet of white? And it could be thick or whatever, just half sheet. Okay, now we have our little snowman, and all I did was stamp this with the Memento Black, and I already took them out of there. So you can kind of see, I kind of wanted more here, where this is definitely a little bit too high. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna tear it off because it was an avalanche and I have too much snow. So now you're just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my snow the way I want it. There you go. That's better because I wanted him to kind of go right here. And he's not covering him up so bad. Before he was like covering him completely up. So the bundle, I know, I'm just challenging you, Michelle. I think maybe today will be a favorite. All right, I grabbed a handful of blends. Let's see what colors I picked. I know I have a pool party, poppy green, granny apple green, and then so this is poppy. This is not real red. It's Poppy Parade. I don't know why my brain just decided to go blank right there. So Poppy Parade is still in the red family, but if you can tell, it really is a fun, like a pop of red. So I like it for Christmas a lot too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and color in our little snowman guy. Of course I love snowmen because they're pretty easy to color. And then the other color I'm using is Granny Apple Green. So I went with a little bit more playful colors for Christmas and not the traditional real red and garden green. This is Poppy Parade and Granny Apple Green. So definitely a little bit more playful. I think he looks like a more playful snowman. So, and then for the nose, I'm using a light timid tiger. Again, a little bit more of a playful orange too. So there is that. What I am taking, I like this a lot whenever I'm doing snowman. This is the light pool party, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add kind of like around like the edges, some of the pool party. It makes it look more real. It makes it look more realistic. Can you see that? And of course now it matches our card perfectly. this is gonna probably be my favorite. I don't know about you guys. So let's just, let me see if he needs to be on dimensionals. I think he needs to be on dimensionals. The tree is not. This is, okay, so this tree, this looks just like, there's like a Charlie Brown tree in there. This reminds me of a tree that would be like on The Grinch That Stole Christmas. This whole thing kind of feels like that. So this is definitely a Grinch That Stole Christmas kind of tree. So now we're gonna take our, have you guys all bought this? She was tricking me. Yes, Jennifer. So if you have not got this bundle yet, yeah, I love it. I'm going to be doing a class at it at some point in time. I haven't yet. I've been so busy with everything else. Okay, so now this is the front of our card. Oh, shoot. Before I put that down there, I was supposed to stamp it. You guys know I'm going to mess that up. All right. I've got to get the stamp. Okay. We wish you a Merry Christmas. And I'm going to stamp that with our black. This is stressful because I have dimensionals under there, so it's going to be tricky if it stamps. And I'm going to try. If it doesn't, I'll put it on a label. There we go. Okay, good deal. It worked. That was stressful. Then typically I would just stamp it on a label and then pop it up. But that one I had wanted to stamp just directly on the snow. Okay. Let's finish up our card. This one has a couple greetings. It has a to and a from, so you can make tags. And then it has Santa's coming to town, and we wish you a Merry Christmas. We're going to glue down. Just put glue on the one side, the right hand or left hand side. And then that gets glued down to the front here. All right, almost done. I think it just needs a little bit of dots. I have dots. I have a couple dots. I had these dots I think go really well because these are more of a poppy parade. These are from the deer dots. And so I'm going to take some of these. And then there's some pool party. So let's take the pool party and put some of those on. So the deer dots we're also including those in, I gotta put one right there. We're including the deer dots in the retreat too. So there we go. I think it's perfect. Now these are these are new embellishments, and these I included in my last online class, so I couldn't include those again. And these I'm including in our one-day retreat, so I decided to today do the Cajun Craze ones. All right, and I just got to put something there on the inside, so I had Erica bring me a half a sheet of white. I'm going to cut this down to 4 3/4. For my piece for the inside, I always do 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. And the reason why I do that is because you can get 5 out of a sheet of paper, and because then you get to see the cardstock more in the background. And sometimes I don't always have a lot I want to say. I just want to say hi. I don't want to like write a book inside. So this is a nice smaller kind of piece here. All right, you could put some designer series paper on the back there if you wanted to keep on decorating more. I'm just going to put the piece of the white like that. Again, you could decorate that with some of the trees and the snowflakes. I would definitely stamp a tree and snowflake on there. I don't have the stamps here with me, but I would. All right, so there's card number 3 with our festive friends. He's joining card number 2 and card number 1. Oh, that one's not exactly it. That was my one that I kind of was copying. There we go. All right. Oh, remember I didn't have that piece of white, so now I do. So I'm going to put that here on the inside. So this one will have a piece of white on the inside too. There you go. Okay, last one. You guys ready? It's going to be a hard choice today. Jennifer wants to know if you're getting your steps in today, Erica. She is. Yeah. She's also getting her arm workout. It's probably ready to fall off right now. Yeah. Okay, last but not least, I want to show you again. I was telling you about this Jolly delivery. So I want to show you a little bit about that and a little bit more about that. So again, the paper. Then let me grab out the bundle. I just started playing with the bundle. So the bundle has animals, but also has all the mailbox stuff, the delivery stuff. Again, here's the paper. And then here's the dies. So what is cool about this one, again, it's different. It has all the dies. Look, it has a little puppy dog, and I think that's a kitty cat, and it has all the mailboxes and the mail. It has it has another dog, and it has the bear, but then it has this. And this is what we're going to make today because I wanted to show it to you. So I'm going to give you a couple little tips on it too. So if you get it as a part of the retreat, or if you want to buy it on your own, or if you just place that order today, you need a half a sheet of cardstock, which is great because if you're going to turn it sideways. So look, it fits on a half a sheet. So you can get 2 of these out of one piece of paper. And then on the one end, what it creates. Let me show you. It creates this box. So get out your bone folder. It's like a little mini package. It's really cute. So we're just gonna. This is what you get when you run through. I'm gonna show you one more really cool tip that I learned with this. So it already does all the scoring for you, like when you run it through your die cutting machine. So it does all that. It's gonna again make this. It's not a flat. I thought it was like a flat, like little envelope. It's not. It actually has some depth to it. It's probably a half an inch thick. So this is gonna come up now. It's like a little flap that you're going to tuck it in. So the flap, though, you can have choices. So within your die cuts, you can make the flap a star, you can make it a heart. So I chose the heart, or you can make it just like a circle. And every one of them, so here's a trick that I had to learn. So when you run this through your die cutting machine, again, it's a half a sheet, so you can get 2 out of a sheet. Then let's say you're going to do the heart like I did. I was thinking, how am I going to line that up? And then look, Stamp Up is so smart. They did it so that it actually fits in notches. Can you see? There's like notches there. Let me move it back. So there's 3 notches, and if your plates aren't real flat, you're going to want to use some washi tape to hold that in place. But now when you run that through, now it's in the perfect spot. So, and again, there's the heart ones, there's the star, and they all have that same notch that will fit in there perfectly. So I'm excited to make some of these as a part of our retreat. So let's go ahead. I already ran it through. Again, I ran through most of the things. Obviously, there was a couple things that I forgot to do. And then let's go ahead and assemble it. We're going to keep it super simple. It's really awesome. I did. Let's see, where is my paper over here that I ran through? I did. But, all right. I took the piece of the villages. So this is the piece that I took. And I'm going to cut this. The top piece here is 3 by 2.5. So I'm going to cut this at 2 3/8 by 2 7/8. And then you can kind of choose, like I want definitely I want more of a village scene. So I'm going to try that again. And because I want more of the village. There you go. Now I've got that really pretty village scene back there. And then this fits perfectly right there. And then I also cut a piece of white for the inside. That was that same measurement. Oh, hey, I found you. See, I knew I cut them. There you go. I put a piece on the inside as well. So this is the same, like 2 7/8 by 2 3/8. That's going to go on the inside. So this is where my message will be. Now you can include a gift card. You can include money. Those Ghirardelli chocolates I think will be perfect. So on the outside, I'm going to put special delivery. Again, you can do sending Merry Tidings, all these things for the outside, from here to there, from me to you, from the North Pole. So super fun. Oh, you guys, and then on the inside, I'm putting in, hoping this Christmas is the most magical yet. So I'm going to stamp that with our garden green. I use mostly just garden green. Look, I told you I just got this and got to play with it today. So I'm excited about it because we are using it for our retreat. So it makes me excited to start. We've already designed most of the projects, which is why I'm so excited about it. All right. As a part of what people ask me, what's the difference between your 1-day retreat and your full retreat? So they're actually very different. My 1-day retreat has only 3 gifts. It's a lot less expensive, but because it also has less pillow gifts, a little bit less product, but it still has. And so there's just things are a little bit less, obviously. So they're, but it's still awesome. You still get 10 make and takes, which is huge. You're going to get 3 gifts. Usually I do 5, so you're going to get three gifts. And then you are going to get a nameplate, because when you come here, I love to see your name. So you'll get a nameplate. The to-go option gets all the same things that our in-person gifts too. All right, and then I decided I'm going to do special delivery. Let me grab that one. I like that, special delivery. And I need the green out for that too. I say yes. I'm not sure she said yes. I missed that question. All right, so special delivery right there. I know. I am very happy with this bundle. It was one I was a little hesitant on at first, until I got to play with this, and then I saw all the great greetings, and then I got to actually play with the paper. So sometimes I gotta play with things first too. All right, so I'm gonna put some glue here on these tabs, and we're gonna just put this there and this here. Now you can decide if you want to actually glue this down. So typically you would, so I will. But then they can still read the inside of that as well. So I'm gonna put some adhesive, just on these edges right here. You could use your green glue, or I'll do it on this side too. And then this will go up there. And you just wanna make sure that you get these corners nice and straight, then that will be nice and straight. And same thing on this side too. I already have the adhesive on there. See? Perfect to slip in. Again, a gift card, money, both. You can slip in there. The box is real red. So I did a real red box. You could do Poppy Parade. Again, I think it matches both of them. It might even match the Poppy Parade a little bit better. I pulled this one just a little bit too tight. There you go. So go ahead and fill that baby right up. And here's a cool part. These lift up, and then it comes through the slot that already comes there, and then they can lay down. And then there's the heart. Again, there's a star, and then there's just a plain circles too. So is that not really cool? Now we're gonna, oh shoot, I meant to decorate this before I started. It'd be a lot easier to decorate this before you assemble the box, but I'm just gonna decorate the box really, really, really simple. Just gonna put it's because it's with the paper. The paper makes it really simple. I'm gonna do that special delivery. All right, so there you go. And then I'm gonna put this over here, let it kind of hang off the page a little bit. This is with the stylish shapes. I think will go really well with that. And then this is where you could just have fun with the paper. This one I'm not using. You could use the animals. I wanted to use these cute little cars. So I'm gonna use this little truck. I think it's so cute. So just this little truck. You could decorate with adding in, again, some of the little mailboxes. Maybe I'll put a little red mailbox in the background too. I think it's really, you can have a lot of fun with this paper. You get to decorate like all the cards that you'll make at the event, all the make and takes you'll make with a retreat. You will get to, again, like I might, like, I'll show you an example. Um, I might have used, these pieces or like some of these other pieces, and you can choose to change them up a little bit too. On this one, isn't that cute? The little cat is a reindeer, and then there's the little dog. So again, you can change. These are just some of our little sneak peeks. They're not quite done yet because I have to add the dots to it. But here's our little special delivery. And then I want to tuck the little mailbox back there too. Okay, this is our last project. So when you get, by the way, you get everything I'm making for free for the card club, or card class. When you put in your online order, this is how I do my classes, right? You get them for free. You will get probably a truck, but it'll be in red, or you'll get a different truck and you'll get a different mailbox, but you will still get, it'll be what you need to create it. Just will be slightly different than mine because I can't do them all the same. But we'll even run through the little box for you, so you'll be able to put this little box together. So there you go. Isn't that so cute? I love it. And then a perfect little thing for Christmas. And then there's the little things. And then you could even put like a little card inside that they could pull out too if you want to. All right. Oh, Linda, you are a rock star. She knew what's the last thing we're going to do. Let me show you all of the projects. And then I'd love to know which one is your favorite. And we had 4 of them. I know it's hard. And guess what? I know. They are all cute. Super, super cute. But do you have a favorite? Vote on your favorite one. If you're watching YouTube, if you're watching the replay, if you're watching here on Facebook. There we have, again, some Christmas. We are full-fledged into Christmas season. Number 3 all the way, Shelly said. Yeah, and it's actually really neat in person. It has a lot of sturdiness to it. So it is super cute. Yeah, but I wanted to make sure we added some fall in there and then jumped into like some of the Christmas. And these are all some of my absolute favorite products. All right, so I'm going to come up here and say goodbye to you. Please share this. Follow me on YouTube. It means a lot. It means a lot to me. And every week I come in and do a lunch break with Rhonda. Usually I don't. Even today, we were busy, but I still will come and always have a lunch break with you. But we also do all kinds of other videos and reels and things like that. So we are grateful, so grateful that you guys are here. A lot of you are, you're all over the place, but thanks. I love seeing the package. It definitely impressed me. It was better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be just like an envelope, but it's actually more like a package, and I love this. It does it all for you. Oh, I'm showing you in a video. It's here. I love the package too. It was just, again, something we've never carried. It's so different. So I love that. All right, September's wrapping up. If you're waiting for Card Club and Creating for Christ and our Flash class and Creative Convention Online, they're all getting shipped out today and tomorrow. Oh, and the Halloween Stamp Camp too. We got it all going out. They're all ready. We're just putting all the packaging, the shipping, and making sure all the pieces are there and getting them ready for you. So thanks so much. I appreciate you. I will see you guys next week. And again, I will be looking at your comments and I will be responding to you. And I just know that I'm very, very grateful for you. All right, don't forget, this is card class. You have until Monday at midnight to place your online order. And I will send you the pieces for all of these cards. So like, we'll run through the leaves for you. We cut the paper. We'll run all the pieces. You're going to get the box, everything, but you have to place your online order by Monday at midnight. It has to be at least $50, and then I'm going to ship it all to you for free. So, and you'll get a PDF, and the PDF will be on Creative Corner. So anyway, this is card class. It's a lot more cards than I normally do, but I'm excited, and hopefully you guys will have fun with them. All right, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.